What's up, guys? Lone Driver Mike again, bringing you another video. Well, I'm a little tired today, but what's most important is what I'm going to say in this video. So in this video, I'm going to talk about Uber and their 180 days of change. So I used to love Lyft over Uber, just because the tip option, and it seemed like the customers were a little bit more friendly, less problems, I guess. Yeah, and with Lyft, they had a good support system and everything like that, you know. And so now Uber's trying to, counterpunch. They're trying to have a new, fresh image. They're trying to change things up. They're trying to, you know what I'm saying? I mean, they've messed up this whole fucking year. Like, this whole year they fucked up. They had the sex scandal. They had the whole Trump thing with them joining Trump's something or other. And it's just, it's just one after another. And then the CEO was yelling at the driver, cussing and all that. And that went on, that went viral. And, Uber's just, they've been really fucking up. And, they've really been messing up this whole year. And finally the CEO left, I guess. I'm not sure why, but he left. Now, since he left, now they're doing now on Uber you can actually tip on the app. So that's one things that I'm like, hell yeah, because before Uber was like hands down, like no tip, like no, you can't tip on the app. Nope, it's not required, it's not necessary. It's cashless, no cash is involved. And it's like, okay then, so then why don't you put it on the app? That's cashless. And they're like, no, that we're not going to do that. If they want to tip you, they can give you cash, but, blah, blah, blah. And it was just a bunch of bullshit, because with Lyft, Lyft had it right away. They had that option to tip on the app. And it's like, tips aren't, when you really think about it, the tips are not a big, it's not a big chunk of the money. You know what I'm saying? Like the chunk, the most, you're gonna make most of your money just on the rides, because you go this way, that way. You're gonna make $10 on this ride, $20, $30 on this ride, $10, $5. But as far as the tips goes, I think the most I made in one night was like maybe $50 in tips. But usually that's on a weekend. And usually I can make about, I'd say, $200 to $400. So I mean, the tips are just a very small percentage of what, of the income. But it does help. It does add up. I mean, if you can make $30 on tips, at least that'll cover your gas. But there are some days, guys, where you can't even make $30 in tips. So like I said, don't like, yes, I'm glad Uber is putting that option, but with Lyft, I do all day. I mean, yeah, you'd get tips, but not from every person. You have to understand that. It's just like Doordash. I do Doordash. With Doordash, I'm not gonna lie, you're gonna make much more tips, just because that's just how it's designed. Like, we make $5 per delivery, right? And then that's it. That's all we make. We're not making. With Postmates, you can make possibly a little bit more. You can make up to $10 per ride if it's a long ride, if you have to wait a long time at the restaurant. So that's a totally different thing. So with Postmates, you can make around $10 per delivery, but it has to be a far delivery, and you have to wait a while at the restaurant. And if it's a quick one, you're only going to make $4 or $5. So on average, you're only going to make $5 roughly. You just imagine $5 per order, okay? So with the tips, you actually need the tips. And when I do this, tips do come in. If you work all day, say you make $100 in rides. So say you take 20 rides, you can possibly match that. Actually, you can possibly make $100 in tips as well. So yeah, the goal is actually $10 with DoorDash and Postmates, you want to make close to $10 per order, so you can make close to, you know, $20 an hour. But if you're hitting $15 to $20 an hour, you're fine. You're good with DoorDash and Postmates. But with Uber and Lyft, it's a little different. You know, you are driving a lot more miles, guys. Believe me. With this food delivery app, you know, you're not driving that much. I mean, yeah, you're driving here and there, but you know, 5 miles here, and then the next one might be 3 miles. Next one might be 10 miles. I mean, yeah, it adds up. But you know, with Uber and Lyft, you're going to be driving a lot more miles. You're going to be all over the place. With this, you're going to be spending less gas, less miles. So yeah, you're only going to be making $5 plus tip. So back on to Uber. So yeah, with Uber, they're trying to change things up. They're trying to have a fresh image. They're trying to come back from all the negative crap they've been dealing with. All the negative publicity, however you say that word. And yeah, like they've been fucking up, and they're like, hey, we need to have a change here. So yeah, so with the tips that's good. Also, if a customer leaves an item in the car, to return it, Uber will pay you $15, and that has been, as far as up till today, has been no. You know, if you were to even ask a customer like, hey, I'm sorry you lost your phone, but I need some money, you'd be fired right away, automatic deactivation. So yeah, that was a no-no for both Uber and Lyft. If someone left an item in their car, you are required to return it with no pay. And now, to me, it's kind of bullshit, you know what I'm saying? But now Uber's like, no, we're changing the policy now. $15 every time you return an item, and that's great. And I've had some people like give me money, like, oh, here's some gas money for returning my item. But usually, you don't expect it. You don't expect that. You're just returning an item. Hey, here's your lost item, a phone, a wallet, a hat, whatever it is. But now Uber's like, hey, look, you return an item, $15 automatically. And that, to me, that's great. That's really good. Depending on how far they are, if they're down the road, you're making money. You're making money just off, And I have a big old lost and found box from Ubers and Lyfts and people leaving shit in my car and all that. I have a big old box. But the majority of the people that are going to call you back on is the phones. If they leave their phone in your car, they're going to call you back most definitely. If it's something else, something small, or a hat or charger, they might not call you. They might just forget about it. But for the most part, guys, yeah, if someone forgets an item, boom, you return it, $15 automatically. And also, now the cancellation is cancellation policy. It used to be 5 minutes, and then after they cancel, you get money. But now it's only 2 minutes, and that's great, because I've had, where I'm on the way and shit, and I'm like, okay, and then they cancel, and I'm like, oh, it's been at least 5 minutes. So I get excited. I go and look at my earnings, and it says 0, and it's like, that's some bullshit. And if it's like 4 minutes and 50 seconds, right, it doesn't qualify, which is like, come on, dude, it's basically 5 minutes. I actually complained one time. It was like on the borderline 5 minutes, and it was like early morning, and I was like driving out of my way, and then they cancel, and I'm like, no. So I reported that shit. So if you think it's, you think you drove a little while and you didn't get paid for it, always report it, guys. Uber and Lyft, they always make sure you get paid properly. So at least now Uber's really shaping up. So yeah, the cancellation policy is 2 minutes now, so that's really great. Yeah, so 2 minutes, so that's great. So if someone requests a ride and they're drunk, 2 minutes go by, oh no, I want to cancel this, it's too expensive. Oh, too bad, you got charged $5. You know what I'm saying? That's how it should be, man. I've many times I accept a ride or whatever, I go around the block, you know, and they're there or whatever, and then they cancel, and then I waste my time and my gas looking stupid, and I don't get no freaking, you know what I'm saying? It's stupid. It should be 2 minutes, and that's what Uber did. Now Lyft, I'm very curious on what Lyft's going to do, because they have to counterpunch now, right? They have to come back from, you know, they have to counter strike, you know, because as far as I'm concerned, Uber's better now. Lyft used to be the better app. Now it's Uber. Also in Sacramento, Uber raised their rates. That's really great. So believe it or not, in Sacramento, Uber pays more than Lyft. 86 cents a mile, guys. Uber. 75 cents a mile with Lyft. So yeah, you're making an extra 11 cents a mile. And I think a minute, you make a couple extra cents a minute. Not that much. I think it's like 5 cents a minute extra with Uber. 15 cents a minute, and Lyft is 10 cents a minute. So yeah, a little bit more. So with the increase, with the little raise that Uber gave us in Sacramento, with the tip option, now that we can get tips, and now if someone, you know, with the 2-minute cancellation fee, after 2 minutes they cancel, I get paid. I'm happy. I've had many people that cancel right away, or, you know, after 2 minutes, between the 2 minute to 5 minute, and I don't get paid. And I'm like, that's bullshit, man. I'm on the way already. You know what I'm saying? It's been 2-3 minutes, they cancel, I don't get paid. Now I get paid, and that's great. That's really good. And then if someone loses an item in my car, you know, that's $15. So with all this adding up, oh, and also, I almost forgot to tell you guys, Uber has 24-hour support from the phone. So now if there's a problem, you can actually give them a call. Before, it was absolutely unheard of. There was no way of getting to them on the phone. Even with Lyft, it's almost impossible to talk to someone on the phone if there's an issue or problem. Now, they have a freaking number. They have support 24/7. That's what they said. So that's great. So now, if there's any problem, if there's any kind of problem, you can call Uber directly, and they'll get a hold of you, and they will help you out with whatever the problem is. And I think that's really great. And now Uber is better than Lyft, I'm afraid to say, but you know what? Money talks, and that's just how it is. Uber pays more. Uber is better on the cancellation fee, on the lost and found. If you return an item, you get paid the money, $15. After 2 minutes cancellation, you get the fee. With the tips now, we can get tips. Like I said, Uber raised their rates in Sacramento. So yeah, guys, Uber is really kicking it off. Right now, I've just been doing Doordash, and I make a little less money, but if I work all day, I can make about $200. So I mean, to me, that's not bad. You know, I'm spending less gas. I get to stay in Sacramento. It's just a long drive to the Bay Area, guys. It gets really exhausting, and I've done it for a year now, you know, and I'm just like, more than a year, to be honest with you. And to the drivers that actually do that every day, I mean, my hat's off to you guys, because that's rough. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I can't do it. I can do it, but it's just exhausting. That's all I'm saying, guys. But that's where the big money is you can. I made $400 or $500 a day sometimes, but usually it average out to $300 to $400 a day. That's not bad at all. But here in Sacramento, if I can make $200 a day, that's fine, you know. But I'm just doing DoorDash. You know what I'm saying? 12 hours a day, I can make around $200. That's about $17-18 an hour. It's not too bad. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's my update with Uber. They're really changing. They're really trying to step it up, and I'm really glad they're doing that, because, you know, Uber came out first, and, you know, I mean, you should treat your drivers right. You know, that's all I'm saying. You know, if there's a problem, the drivers complain, you know, change your policies. I mean, that's all I'm saying. Increase the pay, increase everything, you know. So yeah, Lyft is okay, but now it seems like Uber is back on top. So I know Lyft's gonna do something. Lyft's got to do something to counter what Uber's doing. So I'm very curious on what Lyft's gonna do. We'll have to see in the next few months, see what they do. They might not do nothing, but right now Uber's back on top, and I'm proud of them. I'm glad they changed, because for a long time I was very frustrated with them, but now they changed a lot of the things, and it's much better for us drivers, and I'm glad. So yeah, also Uber bonus. I checked the Uber bonus. It's $190 guaranteed. Some cities it's going to be more, but that's the lowest for the bonus. So guys, if you use my link below, you will get $190 guaranteed bonus. It could be more. I don't think it's going to be less, because it says guaranteed. So with that being said, yeah, it's $190 for sure. So guys, thanks for watching my video. If you haven't signed up for Uber and you need some advice, you're not sure about it, go ahead and send me an email, call me. I mean, do what you got to do. I always have my phone on me, so you guys can text me, call me, email me. Yeah, whatever you guys got to do. So yeah, use my link below. If you have any questions or concerns, email me, call me, message me, and I have like around 50 videos, so go ahead and check out my other videos, guys. I have a lot of good information, a lot of good info for you guys, for drivers or for new drivers or whatever. So guys, it's been a pleasure. Thanks for watching. I have about 300 subscribers now, so I thank you guys for the support and everything. Anyways, I'm gonna cut this off. I'm gonna shut up now. So yeah, Uber doing good. I'm proud of you guys. Thank you for stepping it up. And like I said, I'm gonna put my Lyft and my Uber bonus down below. If you need any help or you have any questions, like I said, email me, call me. I'm always here for you guys. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you guys have a good day, and see you later. Alright guys, see you later. Bye.